The origin story of the Los Angeles Lakers. History. The Los Angeles Lakers are a Los Angeles-based American basketball franchise. The Lakers are a member of the Western Conference Pacific Division of the National Basketball Association (NBA). The Los Angeles Clippers of the NBA, the Los Angeles Sparks of the Women's National Basketball Association, and the Los Angeles Kings of the National Hockey League all share Crypto.com Arena, where the Lakers play their home games. The Lakers have won 17 NBA championships, which ties them with the Boston Celtics for the most in NBA history. They are one of the most successful teams in league history. The franchise was founded in 1947 after the Detroit Gems of the National Basketball League were acquired (NBL). The new group adopted the name Minneapolis Lakers and started competing in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Lakers, who were formerly NBL players, won the NBL title in 1948 before switching to the rival Basketball Association of America, where they went on to win 5 of the following 6 titles behind star player George Mikan. They moved to Los Angeles before the 1960-61 season, after having financial difficulties in the late 1950s after Mikan's retirement. Franchise history: 1947-1958 beginnings and Minneapolis dynasty. The National Basketball League (NBL) Detroit Gems, who had just been disbanded, were purchased by Minnesotans Ben Berger and Morris Chaufin for $15,000 from Gems owner Maury Winston in 1947, launching the Lakers Club. Sid Hartman, a reporter from Minneapolis, was instrumental in putting together the contract and later the squad. The team decided to call themselves the Lakers in honor of Minnesota's moniker, Land of 10,000 Lakes. By speaking with him and persuading him to join the club, Hartman assisted them in hiring John Kundla from the College of St. Thomas as their first head coach. Jim Pollard, Herm Schaefer, a playmaker, and George Mikan, a center who rose to become the NBL most dominant player, were all on the Lakers' strong roster. With a 43-17 record in their inaugural campaign, they were league leaders and went on to win the NBL championship that year. When the Lakers transferred from the NBL to the Basketball Association of America in 1948, Mikan's scoring average of 28.3 points per game became a record. They defeated the Washington Capitals 4-2 in the 1949 finals to claim the title. The club improved to 51-17 the next year and won the championship once more. With 28.4 points per game in the 1950-51 campaign, Mikan earned his 3rd consecutive scoring crown, while the Lakers finished 44-24 to capture their 2nd consecutive division title. One of those contests, a 1918 loss against the Fort Wayne Pistons, gained notoriety as the NBA game with the fewest points ever scored. They won 3 games against the Indianapolis Olympians in the playoffs before falling to the Rochester Royals in the following round. The Lakers won 40 games in 1951-1952, placing 2nd in their division. In the NBA Finals, they played the New York Knicks and prevailed in 7 games. Mikan, who averaged 14.4 rebounds per game in the 1952-53 NBA season, won the MVP award for the 1953 NBA All-Star Game. The Lakers won the Western Playoff Series against the Fort Wayne Pistons after a 48-22 regular season to go to the NBA Finals. They subsequently defeated the New York Knicks to capture their 2nd consecutive title. George Mikan, a star with the Lakers, averaged 18 points per game in 1953-54 while dealing with knee issues the entire time. The team's victory in the Western Division was aided by the selection of Clyde Lovellette in 1952. When they defeated the Syracuse Nationals in 7 games, the team won its 3rd consecutive championship in the 1950s and its 5th in 6 seasons. 1958-1968 move to Los Angeles and Celtics rivalry. The Lakers posted a 25-50 record in their final season in Minneapolis. The squad was on its way to St. Louis after a loss on January 18, 1960, when their jet crash-landed. The pilot had to make an emergency landing in a cornfield after being forced 150 miles off track by snowstorms. nobody was harmed. They were selected second overall in the 1960 NBA draft, according to their record. Jerry West from West Virginia University was chosen by the team. When owner Bob Short made the decision to relocate the franchise to Los Angeles during the 1960 offseason, the Lakers became the NBA first West Coast team. Los Angeles won 11 more games in West's first season than the year before, helped by Baylor 34.8 ppg and 19.8 rpg. In a victory over the New York Knicks on November 15 of that year, Baylor scored 71 points and pulled down 25 rebounds to set a new NBA scoring record. Baylor surpassed his own 64-point NBA record in the process. The Lakers qualified for the playoffs despite their dismal record, when they lost Game 7 of their series against St. Louis in the second round. They were just 2 points away from the NBA Finals. Baylor and West, who each averaged 38.3 and 30.8 points per game, helped the Lakers improve to 54-26 in 1961-62 and reach the championship game. Despite fouling out of the game, Baylor recorded 61 points in a finals game while pulling down 22 rebounds in a Game 5 triumph. But in the seventh game's overtime, the Lakers fell short to the Celtics by 3 points. Frank Selby missed a possible game-winning 18-foot jump shot in regulation after making 2 jumpers in the final 40 seconds to tie the game. He claimed in June 2010 that the miss still bothered him more than 40 years later. 1968-1973, the arrival of Wilt Chamberlain. On July 9, 1968, the franchise traded Darrell Imhoff, Archie Clark, and Jerry Chambers to the Philadelphia 76ers in exchange for Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain established a team record in his first season with the Lakers by posting a league-best 21.1 rebounds per game. Los Angeles won its division while West, Baylor, and Chamberlain all averaged over 20 points per game. Once more, the Lakers and Celtics squared off in the championship game, and for the first time in their history, Los Angeles possessed home court advantage over Boston. They took a 3-2 lead after 5 quarters and won the first game thanks to Jerry West's 53 points. But Boston prevailed in the series in 7 games, winning their 11th NBA title in 13 seasons. The only other occasion a member of the losing team has received the award was when West won the inaugural Finals MVP award. The club returned to the Finals in 1970 when West won his first scoring title with 31.2 points per game. For the first time in 16 years, they did not have to play the Celtics. Instead, they faced the New York Knicks, who beat them 4-3. The Milwaukee Bucks, headed by future Laker Lou Alcindor, now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, defeated the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals the following season. 1973-1979 building Showtime. West's absence from the club during the 1973-74 campaign was detrimental because he only managed to play 31 games before his legs gave up. Goodrich led the squad to a late-season surge with a 25.3-point per game average. The Los Angeles Lakers battled back to finish 47-35 and win the Pacific Division despite trailing the Golden State Warriors by 3 games with 7 games remaining. They qualified for the playoffs, but in the conference semifinal versus Milwaukee, they only managed 1 victory. Due to contract disputes with Cook after the season, West retired and sued for unpaid back earnings. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who had already won 3 league MVP awards at the time, was acquired by the Lakers after their 1974-75 team failed to make the playoffs. Abdul-Jabbar demanded a trade to either New York or Los Angeles in order to leave Milwaukee. Elmore Smith, Brian Winters, Junior Bridgman, and Dave Myers were acquired in exchange for him. In 1975-76, Abdul-Jabbar had his 4th MVP season and set league records for rebounds, block shots, and playing time. The Lakers struggled in January, going 3-10, and ended the regular season at 40-42 to miss the playoffs. That's all for today's origin story video, guys. Tell us your thoughts in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Let us know what origin story you'd like to learn about next in the comments. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. See you in the next video. Until then, best wishes. Thanks for watching.